everyone, welcome to Adventures in TV Land. For this video, I've come to Lincoln, Illinois. Now, I've been to Lincoln before. It's been a few years since I've made a video here. I have stopped by here before, though. I'll try to put some of those links throughout the video and in the description of this video. But anyway, there is a new museum, Route 66 Museum, opening here in Lincoln today. Today's date is July 11th, Saturday, July 11th, 2026. And it is Museum of Route 66 is opening here in Lincoln, Illinois today. They're having a grand opening. They've got the world's largest penny outside as part of the museum. It's kind of a, something to come see. So I'm pretty excited about it. So we're here to check it out. So let's go and check things out. There's a giant penny mural here on this building here in Lincoln. There's the spot where Abraham Lincoln christened the town of Lincoln with a watermelon. So near this site, Abraham Lincoln christened the town with the juice of a watermelon when the first lots were sold on August 27, 1853. President-elect Lincoln spoke here on November 21st, 1860, while traveling to Chicago, and Lincoln's funeral train stopped here May 3rd, 1865, before completing the trip to Springfield. There's the world's largest covered wagon. That was not at this location the last time I was here. It was at a completely different location. It has since moved. It is downtown here in downtown Lincoln. And here, this mural points to the Museum of Route 66, which we've come to see the grand opening of today. That's kind of neat. They've got a watermelon bench in honor of Abraham Lincoln's watermelon. This car here was the car that inspired, is the real-life version of Ramon from the Pixar movie Cars.
We also want to introduce our Miss Route 66 USA Eastern Ambassador, Jessica Anderson. I tried really hard to get it all in there. I hope I did okay. And then Scott has a list about 1.5 miles long of some other people he wants to introduce and have come up here. And I'm just going to let him do all the work on that one. So here we go.
Thank you very much. This is a team effort. It always has been from the beginning, since the city decided to do this, to take on tourism, invited me in, and it's been the contractors, the vendors, different clubs, and so forth. So I would like all of you to join me. I'm going to do just a quick list of the hopefully I don't miss, if I miss anybody, hit me.
You guys excited? Yeah. Come on, let's hear it. Are you really excited? All right. As a member of Lincoln Daily News, we have been behind the scenes and watched this go along. And there's one thing I can tell you. Well, actually, there are two. Scott and Lexi need a one to leave in sleep. What's that? And another is, this has been a project filled with big imagination, big talent, a lot of work, and they are to be applauded for everything that they have overseen and for all the help they have recruited. They have really turned this into a community effort. So let's give them a big round of applause before we go any further. Then, before we turn it back over to the mayor, I do want to mention that this is a two-part process here. We're going to do a ribbon cut here in front, and then immediately after, we're going to walk around to the side of the building where the big penny is located. That is the work of Mr. Mark Klein. And we'll take some photos there, and then you're free to visit the museum and enjoy food and all kinds of great things.
This is proof that something of this magnitude does not happen without a lot of people. And I mean a lot of people. From businesses, people dropping off donations, Scott's connections along Route 66, with Mark and Scott Lindley and the Roos. I mean, the Roos were the ones that initially kicked it off at the training center. That's how this vision started. But when I took this to the city council, I think some people thought we were crazy. And I think even they probably thought we were a little crazy. But I told them, I said, you have to kind of trust the vision and where we're headed with this. This will be great for Lincoln. And I think the fact that all of you have showed up today and we're getting the attention we're buying, it's just proof of that. So we've had a lot of conversations in our household, as you can imagine, and did dinner with Scott last night to kind of reminisce about all the stuff that they've done. But I will tell you that the city council can't thank them enough for trusting in the vision, supporting it, even when we didn't have the grant that was going to pay for the building. We saved the building in downtown Lincoln. We repurposed it into something that's amazing and should spur economic growth. You know, and I also want to thank Scott. Scott and I met a few years ago, and I knew he was the right guy if we ever did anything with Route 66, so here we are. And then when Lexi came available, and I told Scott, I'm like, we've got to get her. You guys will make a great team. And so I just can't thank everybody enough, these two more than anybody, but everybody for being a contributor, for coming out today, for being a partner. And as Lexi said, we're celebrating our hometown where we live. I think we've done a remarkable job of putting Lincoln on the map. These two have for sure. And again, I just give them another round of applause because Lord knows they deserve it.
There is the world's largest penny.
So we just go a lot in the back. Yeah. It's going to come through here on the 18th. Yeah. It's going to be sitting right here. Lock door on the 18th. Well, it's not going to sit. It's going to go down. It's going to go through. And that's not all of them. We still got a whole stack of them.
Now these photos here in the diner are like the old celebrity photos people would get autographs for. They have several local celebrities here that have autographed their pictures. But here's also a photo of Abraham Lincoln in a hot air balloon. I did have the opportunity to briefly chat with Mark Klein. Mark Klein is the person who has restored and saved and created many new giants that you'll see throughout the country and along Route 66. And he wrote this little book. So it's told like in a comic book style, and he made the illustrations himself. That was a brief look at the grand opening of the Museum of Route 66 here in Lincoln, Illinois. It's just a snippet. There's the museum. It looks like it's about 3/4 of the way finished. There's still a couple other sections they are doing. There's a theater there they're going to be putting in. As you can see in the video, the model railroad, it wasn't completed. You know, things like that. But it is a really cool museum when if you're traveling through Illinois here on Route 66 in Lincoln, be sure to stop by. If you've liked this video, hit the like button. If you disliked, hit the dislike button. Subscribe to my channel for further content and ring that bell for email notifications. And if there's someplace that you would like to see me visit, or you have a suggestion about some future video you'd like to see me do, leave a comment in the comments section. And if you've enjoyed this adventure, or any of the adventures in TV land, I have almost 2,000 long-form videos on this channel. If you've enjoyed any of them, you could help support this channel if you so desire by going to either buy me a coffee or Patreon, or even here on YouTube and making a donation or becoming a member. It's only $3 to become a member at any of those places. I thank you for watching, and until next time, that's a wrap.
Everywhere you go in Illinois, Lincoln is watching. He's always watching.